Live from BC Children's Hospital in Vancouver, it's the 28th Annual Miracle Weekend.
Yes, and welcome. We are live from BC Children's Hospital for the 28th Annual Miracle Weekend. We're here this evening and all day tomorrow at the hospital, which serves close to 1 million children living in BC and the Yukon.
And I get to hang out with you guys on Saturday night. What could be better? I'm so excited.
Like our old days.
Isn't it? We'll show you stories about the amazing kids who've been at this hospital and the caregivers who help them. We'll also show you how your donations are used to fund the equipment and research that save kids' lives.
Thanks to research and better treatment, the survival rate for childhood cancer has improved greatly over the past 40 years, from less than 40% survival to now more than 80% today. The goal, of course, is 100. That's good news, but it's not good enough. Young lives are still being lost to this horrible disease.
And one of our Miracle Weekend youth hosts, Brooke Malakoff, is now facing this hard truth. Now, when she first hosted this show a year ago, you probably remember her, she seemed to be gaining the upper hand against cancer. That situation has changed, but what hasn't is Brooke's ability to have fun and inspire others.
My name is Brooke Malakoff, and I go to Children's Hospital because I was diagnosed with a rare cancer. I actually went to the hospital thinking that I had pneumonia, and I walked in there expecting to get 2 weeks of antibiotics and be on my way, but they sat us down and said, no, you have cancer. And then we just kind of sat there in shock. And I mean, we were not expecting such a serious diagnosis. It first affected my lung, the left side of my lung. And it is so rare that we have not found anyone with the same diagnosis. I've had a surgery to remove my lung in the cancer, but the cancer came back. I've had multiple rounds of chemotherapy, and I've had a couple of direct injection chemotherapy, and I've had radiation now. Right now, I'm basically in palliative care, so they're just trying to keep me as healthy as they can for as long as they can. Sometimes I do think, why me? I mean, I'm young, I have ambitions, I have goals. Like, why put a stop to that? Why put that on hold? But most of the time I think, why not me? I mean, I'm strong enough, I can handle this, I can get through this. You know, I had a little bit of a plan, go to school, get a career, get married, have kids, that kind of thing, you know, general plans, but now it's just day to day, and I think I prefer it that way. A living list is essentially a bucket list, but I don't want to call it a bucket list. I don't want to call it, you know, something that kind of has a darker meaning. I want to live. I want to do things that are fun. I want to live my life, so I'm going to have a living list. I'd rather be out and having fun and, you know, enjoying my life rather than just being all muddled up in the corner and crying about something that I can't fix. My family does absolutely everything they can, and in a world of cancer, your parents just want to fix everything, but they can't fix this. They can't fix cancer, they can't fix this diagnosis, and the best thing they can do is support you, and my parents and my family, they've all supported me 110%. I support Children's Hospital because they support me.
Okay, just breathe nice and easy.
They do everything they can to keep me healthy and alive and well, and I just want to give back any way I can. And, you know, right now I don't have the money, but I have a story to share, and I have a face to put out there, and I will do absolutely anything for them because they've done absolutely everything for me. I wouldn't be here without the care of Children's Hospital. They keep me inspired, and they're incredible. They've saved my life.
Here we are for another year. Welcome everyone to the 28th Annual Miracle Weekend. We've already finished 2 hours. Time flies. We're here until 5:30 p.m. tomorrow. This hour is brought to you by, I think you guys are wearing the toques, Canadian Pacific. It's a warm night to be wearing toques, but they look good on you.
They look great.
CP will be matching every single phone donation from now on until 10 p.m. Thank you so much, CP. And look who's here to wrap up the night with us for the next couple of hours. Brooke Malakoff. So great to see you, Brooke.
It's great to see you. So, hi, you guys. Thanks for inviting me back this year. I had so much fun last year, and I'm really happy to be here again and help out with Miracle Weekend. This hospital means a lot to me.
Thanks, Brooke. It is really good to have you back. BC Children's Hospital is a first-rate hospital but to stay that way, we need your help. Your donations provide equipment and money for research. And this hour, CP will match your gift donated by phone. So pick up your phone, dial us 310-BCCH. That's 310-2224.
Thanks to research and better treatment, the survival rate for childhood cancer has improved greatly over the past 40 years, from less than 40% survival to more than 80% today. That's great news, but it's not good enough. Young lives are still being lost to this disease.
And one of our Miracle Weekend youth hosts, Brooke Malakoff, is now facing this hard truth. When she first hosted this show a year ago, she seemed to be gaining the upper hand against cancer. That situation has now changed. But what hasn't changed is Brooke's ability to have fun and to inspire others.
My name is Brooke Malakoff, and I go to Children's Hospital because I was diagnosed with a rare cancer. I actually went to the hospital thinking that I had pneumonia, and I walked in there expecting to get 2 weeks of antibiotics and be on my way, but they sat us down and said, "No, you have cancer." And then we just kind of sat there in shock, and I mean, we were not expecting such a serious diagnosis. It first affected my lung, the left side of my lung, and it is so rare that we have not found anyone with the same diagnosis. I've had a surgery to remove my lung and the cancer, but the cancer came back. I've had multiple rounds of chemotherapy, and I've had a couple of direct injection chemotherapy, and I've had radiation now. Right now, I'm basically in palliative care, so they're just trying to keep me as healthy as they can for as long as they can. Sometimes I do think, why me? I mean, I'm young, I have ambitions, I have goals. Like, why put a stop to that? Why put that on hold? But most of the time I think, why not me? I mean, I'm strong enough, I can handle this, I can get through this. You know, I had a little bit of a plan, go to school, get a career, get married, have kids, that kind of thing, you know, general plans, but now it's just day to day, and I think I prefer it that way. A living list is essentially a bucket list, but I don't want to call it a bucket list. I don't want to call it, you know, something that kind of has a darker meaning. I want to live. I want to do things that are fun. I want to live my life, so I'm going to have a living list. I'd rather be out and having fun and, you know, enjoying my life rather than just being all muddled up in the corner and crying about something that I can't fix. My family does absolutely everything they can, and in a world of cancer, your parents just want to fix everything, but they can't fix this. They can't fix cancer, they can't fix this diagnosis, and the best thing they can do is support you, and my parents and my family, they've all supported me 110%. I support Children's Hospital because they support me.
Okay, just breathe nice and easy.
They do everything they can to keep me healthy and alive and well, and I just want to give back any way I can. And, you know, right now I don't have the money, but I have a story to share, and I have a face to put out there, and I will do absolutely anything for them because they've done absolutely everything for me. I wouldn't be here without the care of Children's Hospital. They keep me inspired, and they're incredible. They've saved my life.
Oh my God. We need to all be more like Brooke. Here she is. Well, we just met you again off the top of the 9 o'clock hour. Thank you so much for being one of our hosts again this year.
Oh, anytime.
And thank you for sharing your story with us. You're so inspiring with the living list. That's incredible. How do you maintain such a great positive outlook?
Well, it's 90% of the battle. I mean, it's going to suck if you just sit in your room and cry all the time. So, I mean, I do have cry days, but I keep those to myself.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about what happened. We saw the pictures there when you hosted with us on Miracle Weekend last year, and we're so happy to have you back again. What happened, though, after you started some chemo after Miracle Weekend last year? What happened with that?
Yeah, I'm actually still on it today, and I take it once a day. It's not really doing what we thought it would, but it's slowing it down as much as we can, and we'll just keep doing that until
the next thing.
You
keep working at it. So you guys are, as we learned in the video there in the vignette, we're doing palliative care for you here at the hospital. What does that mean, really? And what are the staff like here when they're doing palliative care with you?
Palliative care technically means they're just going to keep you comfortable and happy for as long as they can, and just keep you healthy for as long as they can, but there's really not more that they can do for me. But we still actually have a few tricks up our sleeves, so we can still slow this down a little bit. And they're just amazing. I mean, they really just want me to have the best quality of life.
Right. And do they help you keep your positive outlook as well?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as I look this healthy, my doctor says she is never going to give up.
You do look great, and your smile is beautiful, so it's great to see you smiling so much. Now, you and your family were connected to Miracle Weekend even before you got sick.
I fundraised before through Save on Foods, because I worked at the Overweight in Fernie, and my stepdad, his daughter, came here when she was 17, so that was like 10 years before I came here, and she came here for treatment for scoliosis.
Okay, one quick question before we wrap it up here. What would you tell the folks at home about donating to Children's Hospital?
Your donations literally go to help saving lives like mine, and we could not do this without you.
Thank you very much, Brooke. Can't say it any better than you. 310-BCCH is the number to call. Performs more than 9,000 surgeries a year. Everything from tonsillectomies to organ transplants. That's quite the range of procedures, not to mention the patients themselves also come in many sizes, from tiny little babies to big teenagers. You were a teenager when you started coming here, Brooke.
That is one reason why donations are needed to purchase surgical equipment each year. This is a CP hour, and all phone donations will be doubled, so it's a really good time to call in.
And we sent Global BC's Samantha Falk behind the scenes here at Children's Hospital to find out more about equipment costs.
Here's a great way to make your donation go further during Miracle Weekend. Join the Sunshine Club, and CP will double your monthly donation. $18 a month becomes, you guys? 36, that's right. Thanks for the math. All thanks to CP. CP's goal is to raise $1 million for BC Children's Hospital this summer, and by joining the Sunshine Club, you will help reach CP goal of $1 million.
Yeah, and I know firsthand what it's like to be a patient at Children's Hospital, and I know how important it is to donate. As a cancer patient, I experience the wonderful support of the caregivers, so give us a call or go to miracleweekend.com to join the Sunshine Club. You're not just giving money, you're giving life to so many sick or injured children in BC.
Yeah, that's right, Brooke. I know we are going to run your story again a little bit later in our program, so our audience at home will want to stay tuned for that. In the meantime, please call 310-BCCH to become a member of the Sunshine Club and have your donation doubled by CP.
Here's an easy way to donate to BC Children's Hospital. Just go to miracleweekend.com. There you'll find patient stories, plus our broadcast is streaming live, thanks in part to New Lion.
Yeah, there are so many kids that depend on BC Children's from all over the province, so please make that donation now. Your donation dollars go to fund medical equipment like ventilators, syringe pumps, and bedside monitors.
This equipment is expensive and needs to be upgraded or replaced, so that's why we need your help. And since we are streaming online, you can take Miracle Weekend with you on your smartphone or tablet.
Yeah, you can also share your stories with us online by going to the Facebook page or tweeting us. Send us your stories and pictures. We'd love to see them.
Well, last year, BC Children's Hospital performed 201 open heart surgeries. More than half of those procedures were on babies less than a year old. Tiny cardiac patients are just one of the reasons you should join our Sunshine Club. Another great reason is that your monthly donation will be doubled by CP.
Yeah, that's right. What a great way to support sick or injured kids from all over BC. Join the Sunshine Club and CP will match your donation. Give us a call now or go to miracleweekend.com.
So I know you've spent a lot of time here at Children's Hospital and you definitely understand just how important Miracle Weekend donations are, Brooke.
Oh, yes, of course I do. And that is why I'm here to help kids from all over BC get the best treatment possible. So please, please, please give. Join our Sunshine Club now and have your donation doubled by our friends at CP.
And thank you for taking the time to be with us tonight. It is amazing to know what you're going through and then to know that you will still find the time and the strength to come here and help us out here at the hospital. You're doing such a great job tonight. I think we might need to sign you up for tomorrow too.
Wow, thank you.
Or maybe we'll give you a little rest. Anyway, great to have you here, Brooke. All right, well, did you know that every donated dollar that goes to research here actually becomes $5?
Wow, that's amazing.
I actually didn't even know that, but now I know that. That's because your donations enable scientists to get their labs up and running, and then they can apply elsewhere for further research grants, and that is a great investment. If you need more reasons to support research at Children's Hospital, just listen to what our patients and caregivers have to say.
Research touches every part of the hospital, every single part.
This hospital is in a position to save more children than have ever been saved before. This is a research hospital, and research is the reason why Grayson is alive today.
Without research, we can't have the new technologies, the new medicines, the new machines, the new everything.
There was no research. I probably would be just lying in my bed doing nothing, maybe watching a bit of TV.
Currently, I'm curing 83% of the children diagnosed with cancer who are coming to our clinic. However, that 83% is not good enough. We want to be curing every child with cancer. Research is absolutely key to that, and donations that fuel research to push the cure rates to 100% is critical.
Well, this building is full of researchers who are working on cures and better treatments for childhood cancer, diabetes, cystic fibrosis, and many other illnesses.
You can help them by calling us or going to our website to make a donation.
Here we are once again. Sophie Louie and Brooke Malakoff is our guest host tonight. Nice to have you along, Brooke, once again.
Thank you.
Catherine Urquhart, who I never get to see because we work opposite ends of the day, so nice to see you too. We are live from BC Children's Hospital tonight and all day tomorrow to tell you about the ways this hospital helps sick and injured kids from all over the province and to ask you for your support.
That's right, Sophie. Your donations fund the equipment, research, and programs that are here to serve close to 1 million children living in BC and the Yukon.
That includes places like Sunny Hill Health Centre, where children with physical, motor, or sensory challenges come for help. Your donations make sure that the hospital continues to be a leader in pediatric health care.
So call us now at the number on your screen or go to the Miracle Weekend website, miracleweekend.com, to make the gift that will help patients here get the best care possible. Just takes a couple of minutes, so why not end your day by paying it forward?
BC Children's Hospital provides expert care for more than 84,000 children every year, and each one of those kids has a unique story to tell.
And some of those stories are about temporary problems, such as broken bones, but there are also stories of severe illness and uncertain futures.
This next video was recorded 2 years ago and features actually part of my story. So here's a look at what happens on a typical day at the hospital.
At 6:30 in the morning, scheduled patients are already at BC Children's Hospital.
Hey, baby girl.
5-month-old Bryn was born with severe cataracts in her eyes. She needs her lenses removed in order to save her sight.
This is Bryn.
When Bryn is a bit older, she will have another surgery to insert artificial lenses. More than 8,700 surgeries are done here yearly, and the surgeons are eager for the construction of the new children's hospital.
We're hoping to have an operating room which is accessible and smart and spacious. We'd really like to have all the equipment we need in circumstances which are not too cramped.
I'm hyper today.
Good jumping, Dean.
Meanwhile, in the wards, the energy level is rising in Alyssa and Kiana's room.
Okay, I'm out of breath.
The girls are sisters from Kamloops. Both have cystic fibrosis. They have to stay at Children's Hospital for 2 weeks at a time, every 3 months. And they have to stay in isolation, so they are confined to this small room.
This is my foot. I was in the hospital for my birthday for 3 birthdays in a row. One for my 6th birthday, and one for my 7th birthday, and now for my 8th.
Nearby in the schoolroom, patients and their siblings are keeping up with their homework.
Okay.
Immunologist Dr. Stuart Turvey is about to see his first patient of the day. Annika is taking part in a national allergy research project.
Okay. Whoa, you're awesome.
Dr. Turvey runs a research lab on the hospital site, and he also treats patients.
I think one of the defining things about this hospital is that we have this research institute on the same location as where the patients are coming to be seen. So that allows us to bring patients' samples and study them here in the lab. Because really the discoveries and the research we do today become the treatments of tomorrow. Am I lost?
Yeah.
Being both a researcher and a clinician isn't all work, though.
Yeah, I think we get to still be kids, right? I don't have to be a serious white-coated doctor. I can have some fun and play wee, although you saw back there I lost badly.
In the intensive care unit, Liam will soon go home to Penticton after 2 months of treatment for a brainstem tumor. Liam has a room of his own, unlike most of the other ICU patients. When the new Children's Hospital opens, the ICU will be larger with private rooms for everyone.
Hi, sweetie.
Just down the hall, Bryn is reunited with her parents after her eye surgery. She will go home soon. Meanwhile, on Ward 3R, resident Dr. Gaby Yang is responding to a code blue call.
So what's happening here?
Oh, he's not breathing. No, he's not breathing.
Baby Sam is having a seizure, and Dr. Yang takes command of the team.
We have a 14-month child who's been seizing for over a minute now, and he's having trouble breathing, and we're gonna get lorazepam ready.
This is an unusual baby. Sam is a high-tech mannequin that can be programmed for these training exercises.
Fortunately, in pediatrics, we don't have acute life-threatening events like in adults that frequently. So it's really important for the team to practice on a regular basis. So we do this every week or every 2 weeks. The ICU, the residents, the respiratory technologists, the nurses, so that we can see that they are competent at looking after a patient when this happens and have the best outcome for that patient.
Okay, just breathe nice and easy.
Downstairs, 18-year-old Brooke has just arrived from Fernie. She has a rare form of cancer in her lung, but she doesn't spend time feeling sorry for herself.
It's something that I'm young enough and I'm strong enough to overcome, and so why not me?
The emergency department is getting busier by late afternoon. 6-year-old Maria is about to get a special finishing touch to her arm cast.
Did you say you want sparkles? I didn't hear you.
Silver.
Silver? Okay. Good stuff. What do you think? You look like Christmas Santa. Yeah. Can you wiggle your fingers for me? How does that feel?
Good.
Yeah, feels good? High fives. Yeah.
The emergency department sees more than 100 patients a day, twice the number it was built to handle.
This is a great facility, but I think we've outgrown it a bit, and so I think we're all looking forward to having some more space that is going to be a better environment for kids and allow us mostly to get them out of waiting rooms and into patient care rooms more efficiently.
Please, yogurt drink, please.
Back on the wards, the Logie family is getting ready for dinner time. 9-month-old Seth was born with blocked intestines and complications that have kept him in hospital his whole life. So this is the only way that Seth's mother, father, aunt, sister, and twin brother can have dinner with him.
Say hello.
Seth's parents want to see larger patient rooms in the new hospital.
Cheers.
Well, I think, space to accommodate a family who comes to visit their child, and not just assuming that the child in the room is the only child that the family's got to worry about.
Scott will spend the night sleeping on this folding cot, which is stored in the washroom. He gets a bath ready for Seth's brother and sister, who will go home in an hour.
We don't really remember what it's like to not come to Children's Hospital. Not since before the boys were born. It's been 9.5 months. Just take each day as it comes. And just be happy with every little forward movement as possible, so yeah.
Everywhere in the hospital, it's getting quieter as evening falls. But the rhythm of care continues 24/7.
He was flashy red.
And in room 9, Seth's family is enjoying a few more minutes together before their nightly separation.
McQueen could leave after he fixed the road, but McQueen was still in a rush to get to his big race, so he worked too fast and made an even bigger mess of the messy.
And although baby Seth is no longer with us, his family wanted this video to be seen to honor their son's strength and spirit, and we want to thank them for generously sharing Seth's story once again. Now, Brooke, we saw you in that video as well, and you've gone on through a lot since we saw you. That was 2 years ago, so why don't you update us to where you are right now?
Well, I'm still on chemo every day, but I'm on one that's not so harsh, so I have hair. That was actually a wig in that video, and no eyebrows.
We mentioned that you've been through a lot through your cancer diagnosis, of course, but the one thing, having known you now a little bit and seeing you at a lot of events, is that right there, what we just saw, and that's your smile. You're so upbeat, such an upbeat person. Where does that come from?
It honestly comes from all of the other kids that I've seen here. I mean, they're such a source of inspiration, and they're just, all these kids around me are so incredible. Yeah,
and you spent a lot of time at the hospital, and you've spent a lot of time with caregivers as well. Talk a little bit about the doctors and the nurses and the volunteers and people like that you see at the hospital.
The doctors are really like family, and the nurses, I mean, they know you as soon as you walk in. They can tell if you need a blood transfusion. They know when your counts are low. They're just, they're family.
Yeah, and how about being an opportunity to be here and host with us?
Oh, I love being here. This is my favorite weekend ever.
Well, you're doing really well because you have an entourage. Your mom is here, and she's got your bag and everything in the whole bed. Just talk about your family and how important they are to you as well.
My family are my best friends, and I don't know where I would be without them. They support me like 110 million%.
Well, that's good. Well, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're hosting with us. You're a great host. Very good. So
thank you.
Thanks for sharing your story as well, Brooke. We sure appreciate it.
Please support BC Children's Hospital.
Grace Thibault-Kirst of Maple Ridge has spent much of her young life battling a devastating illness, and the Children's Hospital caregivers were battling right alongside her. But her survival ultimately depended on a little extra help from someone very, very close to her.
The cardiac program at BC Children's Hospital had more than 9,700 visits last year. In fact, Hans Rana, our champion child, was one of those patients. You can help fund the cardiac program and many other areas of the hospital by calling our Sunshine Club. Become part of our Sunshine Club and make a monthly donation.
Yeah, why not consider giving $18 a month? When you join the Sunshine Club, your donation will be matched by Canadian Pacific. So $18 becomes $36.
So easy. CP's goal is to raise $1 million for BC Children's Hospital this summer, and you can help just by joining the Sunshine Club. Your generous gift will have twice as much of an impact on Children's Hospital, and you'll feel great knowing your donation is going to be doubled by CP and will help sick kids get better. When you donate to the Sunshine Club, you're not just giving money, you're giving life to sick and injured children all over BC.
So call now and have your Sunshine Club donation doubled by CP. Donate $18 a month or more, and it will be matched by CP. So call 310-BCCH, or you can donate online at miracleweekend.com. BC Children's Hospital is the only place in the province that can provide the highly specialized cardiac care Hans needed to survive. If his story has touched your heart, then why not make a donation by calling us now or going to our website.
You know, Brooke, a lot of the kids that are treated at Children's Hospital come from outside the Lower Mainland, from Prince Rupert to Penticton, Qualicum to Kelowna. Where did you come from when you started your treatment?
I actually came all the way from Fernie, so like across the province.
Bit of a trek.
A little bit.
So wherever you're watching from in this beautiful province, call our phone panel at 310-2224 or 310-BCCH.
It is a toll-free call from anywhere in the province, including my hometown of Fernie. No area code is needed. You'll feel so glad you're helping BC's sick and injured kids get better.
Thanks so much, Brooke. And thanks to you at home if you've already donated. If you haven't, please give us a call.
Thanks to research and better treatment, the survival rate for childhood cancer has improved greatly over the past 40 years, from less than 40% survival to more than 80% today. That's good news, but it's not good enough. Young lives are still being lost to this disease. Now, one of our Miracle Weekend youth hosts, Brooke Malakoff, is now facing this hard truth. When she first hosted this show a year ago, she seemed to be gaining the upper hand against cancer, but unfortunately that situation has changed. But what hasn't is Brooke's ability to have fun and inspire others.
My name is Brooke Malakoff, and I go to Children's Hospital because I was diagnosed with a rare cancer. I actually went to the hospital thinking that I had pneumonia, and I walked in there expecting to get 2 weeks of antibiotics and be on my way, but they sat us down and said, no, you have cancer, and then we just kind of sat there in shock, and I mean, we were not expecting such a serious diagnosis. It first affected my lung, the left side of my lung, and it is so rare that we have not found anyone with the same diagnosis. I've had a surgery to remove my lung in the cancer, but the cancer came back. I've had multiple rounds of chemotherapy, and I've had a couple of direct injection chemotherapy, and I've had radiation now. Right now, I'm basically in palliative care, so they're just trying to keep me as healthy as they can for as long as they can. Sometimes I do think, why me? I mean, I'm young, I have ambitions, I have goals. Like, why put a stop to that? Why put that on hold? But most of the time I think, why not me? I mean, I'm strong enough, I can handle this, I can get through this. You know, I had a little bit of a plan, go to school, get a career, get married, have kids, that kind of thing, you know, general plans, but now it's just day to day, and I think I prefer it that way. A living list is essentially a bucket list, but I don't want to call it a bucket list. I don't want to call it, you know, something that kind of has a darker meaning. I want to live. I want to do things that are fun. I want to live my life, so I'm going to have a living list. I'd rather be out and having fun and, you know, enjoying my life rather than just being all muddled up in the corner and crying about something that I can't fix. My family does absolutely everything they can, and in a world of cancer, your parents just want to fix everything, but they can't fix this. They can't fix cancer, they can't fix this diagnosis, and the best thing they can do is support you, and my parents and my family, they've all supported me 110%. I support Children's Hospital because they support me.
Okay, just breathe nice and easy.
They do everything they can to keep me healthy and alive and well, and I just want to give back any way I can. And, you know, right now I don't have the money, but I have a story to share, and I have a face to put out there, and I will do absolutely anything for them because they've done absolutely everything for me. I wouldn't be here without the care of Children's Hospital. They keep me inspired and they're incredible. They've saved my life.
All right, we are so grateful to Brooke for sharing her story and continuing to support BC Children's Hospital. If you want to follow her example and support this hospital, you know what to do. Give us a quick call or go online, miracleweekend.com. Can you believe 4 hours has just zoomed by? We're at that point of the night.
Yes, very true. Very true. It's rolled by. Well, we have a total for you right now, so we're going to throw this in behind us and check out the beginning total. Here we go. 6, 2, 7, 5, 4, 9. Here it is. 8. Wow. 8.9 million. Wow. Unbelievable.
That is just so fantastic.
Now, I don't know about you, but I was here this time last year, and we're ahead of where we were. That's incredible.
Well, make sure you tune in Sunday morning news tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock to see live reports from our child run as well.
Then tune in to more Miracle Weekend from 10:30 until 5:30. Chris Gales will be here, and Drua, and many other global personalities as well. So make sure you're here as well.
If you are a night owl, though, these last 4 hours will air again at 1 a.m. So you can stay up all night with us. Let's just stay here all night, you guys.
That's right, all night long.
Yay. Nice work, guys.
Good night.
Night.
Blow kisses.
I want people to understand what it means to be the only children's hospital in British Columbia, and I've said this before, is that we have to do it all and we have to be the best. We don't have an option.
My name is Maya. I love Children's Hospital.
Well, you love it because it has become a second home to us.
The thing that is surprising to me is, although he doesn't quite understand his illness, he's so familiar with the idea of a hospital that when we go to the grocery store, he asks the cashier if they're doctors because they're in uniform. So he assumes that the hospital is everywhere. And I'm happy that he is so comfortable with the hospital that he doesn't fear it. It saddens me, though, that that's his reality.
BC Children's Hospital saved my life.
Children's is where Jack was born, it was where he was saved, and it's where he will be raised. We're here 1 to 2 times a week. This is a home for him. It's a home away from home, and we're very lucky to have it.
When I grow up, I want to be a nurse at BC Children's Hospital.
It's an unbelievable collaborative environment. So I feel very lucky. I actually feel very privileged, and there's many days where I feel I lucked out because I've got the best job in the world.
Oscar still loves to come to BC Children's even after 2 bouts of cancer, and I think it's because it's not a depressing place to be. It's full of light, it's full of love, and it's full of hope.
So thank you very much for everyone who's donating to Children's Hospital and supporting us. So kids like me who had cancer. So thank you very much to all of you.
An incredible moment this is, the energy in this room, if you could feel it. Miracle Weekend coming to a close, and what an amazing weekend it has been. All right, we got to check out the big total.
Time to check it out. Okay, just so everyone, we're ready to shout out those numbers. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Let's do it.
Good. Thank you, BC.
1,
6, 3, 4, 0, 8. There goes the confetti. Oh my God.
It's a confetti. It's a confetti storm. Thank you very much, British Columbia. That was absolutely amazing. We could not have done this without your help. Thanks very much, Gemma, Brooke, Deb, Mark, Ted, and everybody else. See you next year.
Thank you. Lost in their play, through grateful eyes, you can hear them say, thank you all. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Miracles happen with love and with help from the angel in all of us. Miracles happen, oh yes they do. Here's hoping someday what happens for you, and the peace comes to you from above. Miracles happen with love. Miracles happen with love, and with help from the angel and all of us. Miracles happen, oh yes they do. Here's hoping someday what happens for you, and peace comes to you from above. Miracles happen.